Now, I request Mr. A.X. Alexander, IPS, former DGP Tamil Nadu, to speak about the jubilarian. He and his wife, Dr. Cynthia Alexander, were a great support to our family.
Reverend Father Casimir, Reverend Fathers, Reverend Sisters, members of the family of Father Casimir, and my dear friends and former Finance Minister. Good evening to all of you. I am very much delighted to be here this evening to participate in the celebration of the Golden Jubilee of Father Casimir's service to society. I would like to speak on three aspects of Father's personality today, in a very brief manner, not very long one. The first is a very kind priest, his priestly function, kind priest. This I can vouchsafe from my own personal experience with him. Way back in 1977, when he was warden of the hostel, I approached for a repatriate boy who was not very good in his studies, but who has joined SIGA, Salesian Institute of Graphic Arts, and asked for an admission in the hostel. This is Loyola College hostel, and he was in some other institution. He waited and looked at me for a few minutes, and I said, Father, he should be kept in a disciplined place, so please take him. He took him, and the boy is doing very well now as a printer. Father's kindness was the one aspect that threw him up in life. The second aspect of Father's priestly functions, I've been attending masses sent by him occasionally, and I have noticed his sermons will be very clear, lucid, pithy, and words will be very apt. And at the end of the sermons, you will feel that you have gained something very important for your life. This is a very, very touching thing that I have learned, that I have seen in his sermons. Thirdly, Father is obedient Father. That is, they take 3 vows, Jesuits. Obedience is very important, and is a very obedient priest. There had been occasions when he had been pushed around, and he had been extremely obedient. That is a thing which I appreciated him very much, in spite of his high qualification and quite a capacity to rebel. Then the second aspect is that he is a good educationist. He has been in various places, various universities, in Goa, in Bhubaneswar, in Loyola, and then now in St. Joseph's, Trichy, Palayangota, various places. And everywhere he has done something very remarkable. He is a founder of this LIBA, Loyola Institute of Business Administration. And even there, and as a principal of this college, Loyola College, he has brought out enormous change. First of all, he allowed the ladies to become students in this college. He has opened new courses like tourism, communication, journalism, etc. And he has been instrumental in bringing the Entomology Institute. So therefore, he is a good educationist. Then, at present, at XLRI, he was working in XLRI as a director. Now, Father's third point is his creation. Lot of creations, new creations he has done in this college. So during his sermon, he lamented about certain aspects in his life. But this has happened to many Jesuits. Father Lawrence Sundaram, in his book on the great Indian Jesuit, on Father Jerome D'Souza, writes, he has taken a leaf from his diary, Father Jerome's diary, and he has given it in the book. He says, Father Jerome D'Souza was very popular in Madras when he was principal here. And usually, as usual, jealousy worked, and one day he receives a note from the provincial. You must go to Pune to be there. He writes to the provincial that I am doing very well here. Please do not disturb me. I have got great visions for this college. But the provincial refuses and asks him with a one-word letter, obey and go to Pune. That is all that's the letter. He takes his box and goes to the college there. And there he finds a small room. He was a very big principal here, small room. One table, one chair, and one small teapot to keep his box on. He literally cries. And thereafter, the world opens up for him further. He becomes the assistant to the General of Society of Jesus, representative of the Southeast Asia, and later on gets noticed by Jawaharlal Nehru and becomes a member of the Indian delegation to the United Nations, and has been a stalwart in his own way. So God's hands, we do not know. At times, he ditches down, but he lifts us up in his shoulders. So I think it has happened to Father also. If I were to write his biography, I will definitely mention this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing with us your moments and relationship with Father.